All right, friends, uh, my YouTube community. Uh, I am calling it my community, though this is the first live video on YouTube I am hosting. So you may notice that today's uh, title we have given, we chose because the reason is that building community and the connection. And you know that uh, today is a very like ultra noisy uh, digital world. Everywhere you see the must burst amount of uh, contents out there by posting individuals, professionals, and any professional background, any kind of people who they want to like interest in any particular space. So today's our intention is to like the same we are also, but we are trying to do little uh, different approach. I mean to say the brand approach. Why we are choosing this as a brand approach? Because I feel like that brand gives us every human first of all the meaning and the purpose behind of every human being. And meaning and purpose, if we lost both, we lost everything, right? Now, when you find that meaning and purpose, obviously that it comes that our beliefs, the values that we hold. So don't I would request you or I would recommend you to just take time because I like to uh, take um, like a moment of le- mm, time. I mean to say the time that I want to take. It takes the time, little bit of. I like to create the conversation, not just say that I want to finish something quickly. The reason that I like to speak, following my intuition and my presence, that what comes out uh, from my mind, my heart, and the journey that I am uh, living through. So that's what just want to share different perspective and thoughts. And yes, of course, in deep down that everyone wants to get uh, like seen and feel or someone from the background of huge financial background. So the reason that for the purpose, for the meaning, right, and it and sharing our presence, which makes us uh, little balance, harmony, and rhythm, even the excitement in life. So with that sense, we see that a lot of people, also wants to create, not everyone, but people wants to create their digital presence or content on online. And what happens, the wrong and the approach are totally different and unfulfilling. I see, I I see that doing wrong way, which is, let's say, they are not sure, not have any clarity about their brand. So that sense, I really wanted to, uh, I want to like give you a little more context here. So from my journey, what I have seen, some struggles, uh, someone, let's say, from a inheritedly the no, non-stable, unstable financial family background. We don't have a like a strong social identity inheritedly, and the people that are dominating, people that find them confidence, and I felt a little bit of their uh, something wrong, and I feel like that today says we have that opportunity to everyone, and I found that around the world, different part of the world, so many creators who love creativity, love freedom, love to build community, right, and share their values. So that sense, I found that not many people are like talking about this in this at this moment. On I don't know, but if you know, someone is talking about like a deep diverse uh, building creators community, right? Specifically finding their voice and identity and showcase their creativity and living with their terms, right? And I see a lot of talented creators even out there. They are does they do like so remarkable work, but what actually not sustain them in the end, which is, let's say, that the lack of communication, bias, finding their authentic voice, and shaping their identity, right? So this is like creators most challenge. Even I am from like creative background, and even doing running my creative agency, I very struggled this phase, and I was like designing my clients brand identity and understanding their voice. But what I felt in deep down with my story, back past story, that with my purpose and the calling, that is not aligned, right? So I find a deeper meaning on this. At the same time, let's say that building business, I am from like different part, totally different outside of Western world. I have communication very well, right? And here in locally that people are doing dominating the business, and I am from like an unstable, uh, inheritedly like poor family background. So how do I actually follow my inner passion? Yes, of course, that everyone in their journey, every people, it doesn't matter where you are living, you have surround, if you look like closely, and or if you go back your past, you will find some form of like uh, this uh, wrong things that happen to you, right? And you're proud and your respect has not given by some form of way that you it has downfall, like uh, you haven't find, right? So yeah, so you may also like understand this when I am speaking. Just I'm just giving some uh, honest opinion even myself. I am also like the phase of my development improvement zone. And the consistency, I'm not want to try to build something uh, when I will be ready, or I want to become perfect version. Like I want to improve every day a little bit of my approach. uh, the small increment, I would feel happy myself. So with that sense, let I do just 1 second, please. Banchot. Okay, guys. So sharing about my perspective that how it is like challenging and every entrepreneur and business owners right there. So the starting at the beginning that there is a story, right? And when it comes to like building in your brand in global space, totally diverse space, and you are targeting totally diverse people to business with you, right? And you know that locally people are business owners even found that even most like hide, they are very have own privacy to not share uh, the things when it comes to like building businesses. So with that sense of purpose, I found that something that I really want to offer from my creative or freedom journey, that everyone can find some form of freedom if they have willing to just follow their brand and shape their brand right way, right? Just following the curiosity and the intuition. Yes, of course, I also want to be honest with uh, this part and this situation of my building in public. I am, the trying to build community, trying to as much as connection I could possible. Uh, so yeah, so here is the invitation to you. If you are curious and intuitive person and you would like to, let's say, that build your personal brand, um, specifically your voice, your identity that you want to shape, not just like visually, but you want to improve verbally, and you want to follow your own terms, and you want to improve the uh, lead, how to lead, right? And creating your own space. So this is like the space there where we everyone uh, try to share our everyone's values and try to help other. The expert is the skill sets that we have, right? So sharing our values, we try to empower each other. For me, it is like sharing my uh, uh, entrepreneurial online business journey. So it's been like 6 plus years I have been like working independently as a freelance uh, brand designer and a creative director. Now I am like building my online creative agency business. Yes, and first of all, that I am right now more concerned about to share the journey of creation, journey of the creator and their voice. That a lot of creators is still they are not waking because they are not valuing, they are not uh, understanding their true uh, worth, right? So holding space and mastering the skill of the communication, which is so important, right? So as now we consider that if you are like spending uh, this moment and you are like watching this, so I I consider that you have the interest to building your own internet, online or creative business journey and building your personal brand. So the first thing comes that the traditional way back in the day, if I go back the way that I started to like generating leads or generating clients, just showcasing my creative work on different social platforms. What I found that that creative energy, I would say I have personally tested that creative energy specifically for the visual or designer perspective. I found that it's works like that every year that it comes new fresh creators and it it's not as hard as we think, right? If you spend, let's say, the 3 or 6 months, I would say that you would learn any kind of skill. But what happens next that you will find uh, the challenges that the leading uh, finding work because what I have seen that the new creators they have a different angle of doing creative works and it looks different and businesses needs that new work that something looks distinct. But what happens that after you like go through like several years of doing the same way of working, it's not as much as uh, gets the attractions, gets the people their attention. So uh, from that perspective, you don't know that you have some form of business foundational skills, the entrepreneurial skill. So how do you get started on this? Yes, I'm just sharing for this the beginning perspective, right? So beginning it could be like you would get some tractions, but you don't have like any kind of business building, business fundamental skill, and there are so many tools and skill sets that require. And above all, that I found that the communication, sales, and marketing, which is so important first. And when you understand, when you develop those phases, it will take time, right? For me personally, I do constantly try to improve myself. Maybe you improve fast if you have a environment where you have like-minded people, right? And if you are like an independent and you are like self-learner, so you could find little bit of difficulties to grow and learn and shorten your learning curve. So from that sense, I really believe that yes, of course, I really believe in like uh, following my own intuitions, and I have struggled or faced this isolation phase for many years. So I took this also kind of challenge for myself that it is possible. So when you keep isolated in this age of like digital age, it is possible to at the if you build like of resilience, some form of patience, and you will actually you shape a mind like that is unshakable. You are probably going to get the most results, not just like externally but internally as well. So what I have seen also many creators they have found better than me the success of their career. But when I talk with them, some few of them creators reach out to me, and what just I have seen that they have lack of something, the fundamental skills that require building big brand in uh, public. So I am getting so many messages for peoples, and I got a few last months couple of coaching calls. So I given them some shared some insights and experience how they will get also uh, some value, the journey, the insights, right? So yeah, so you just need to be really aware, right? So when it comes to building your business, and I'm telling this because uh, at the same time that when you don't have business, every business it's functions or works effectively when you have the system and when you have the like delivery distribution options is great, whether it is uh, uh, service type business or a product type business. If you have this right system and the distribution and the if it requires the team, right? So all settings you can actually perform well. So one of we are talking about like one person business as a creators, what is actually most important in business, which is building relationship and connection, and how we actually do this is so important, right? So what I have found from my journey from the beginning, uh, I was like sharing words, but I was neglecting the connection and the networking things. And it is so important to like sharing, talking, and building relationship with other business and founders, because you in the end you work for a business owner or a founder. Your clients, they might mm, they are like they come to you to share some of their challenges and problems that you solve, right? So yes, I feel like that when you get or becoming more mature version of yourself in professional setting or kind of skills that you do keep practicing, you get even better world view and human psychology. You get more understanding. From that perspective, you actually create more intentional, meaningful, uh, that solves problem. And yes, it comes, let's say that not comes easily, right? You have to have the cultivated mindset that requires consistent discipline and consistency, right? So networking and the relationship building is kind of uh, skill that requires every entrepreneur, every founder, even if you're running one person business as a solopreneur, right? So I would share like couple of insights that how I actually get started from last years. Uh, for last 2 years, I have been like consistently trying to do network, and what I found it's really hard when you actually try to connect with intuitively. That moment I haven't like the voice. Right now I am speaking, I'm sharing my story, but after getting the idea of, let's say, then holding my space, sharing my journey, and I found that that's the way to like build community. And I have rejected like so many people to like share their knowledge, that how they get the success, the roadmap, and some stories. If probably I could get from there, it would help me to like get started. So business has like people has their own personal policies and terms and conditions. So they like to like give hide their all the mm, like some sort of secrets, right? I don't know that there is any secrets now at this stage of my creation journey. So in terms, especially when you like specifically when you want to like build business, it works terms and conditions. But when you want to build a business brand and there is no terms and condition, which is and when your business is, let's say, to guide people and holding a space for people, right? uh, and providing them creative solutions. You know that creative solutions is kind of emotional driven, totally emotional driven. Their logics works less, right, and dominates the emotion. How you tell the story, the pain point, right? It's all like uh, tangible things that you create, right? So I started to like just being said that the journey of my networking, I started to like fully focus on like X, formerly Twitter. So there I started to write every day. And though I have like interested in writing as a like creative mind and continuous learning growth mindset. I don't know that I like to. There is some terms that use like polymath. I like to like keep learning consistent basis, but what actually comes like meaningful projects, creative projects, I like to like invest my time. Otherwise, I would love to tinkering on different topics. And recently, I just focusing on to like the communications and how to like make genuine conversations, understand the people, and building relationship and network. And that's why I just put this today's topic so you can actually get some idea or courage to like start your journey to speaking and holding uh, improving your business communication skills. So that sense, I just try to share because I'm documenting the whole process of my business creations because I am pretty much different geographically, demographics and the locations, right? Based in so that people are mostly people are like following that uh, the different kind of marketing like wrong tactics and policies. I usually don't like this. There is no the simple terms is like authenticity, right? Even people are leading, so they don't have a like voice, authentic voice as well. It will you can sense it that they are not talking with their voice. So in that sense, I really wanted to like build my business like globally, build my personal brand, even the voice of global uh, space. Yes, I am not this stage at this moment, but I can keep going, and that's the uh, motivation here, right? So coming to the point of the networking, right? You have to have a like mindsets, the intuitive process of building relationships. Basically, there are lots of way of building relationships. So someone try to like following like gift approach or like a partnership approach, right? So there will have some transaction between two party, right? Two people adding value in sort of way. Yes, of course, that you will always see that some form of benefits that if you are not getting any kind of business networking, so there would be you might you may be trying the wrong and you are investing your time and effort in the yeah, wrong direction, right? So you have to like look at their and look at the person you are trying to connect with, just look at their profile and their interest if they are not similar. But yes, you can target or you can prospect, right? The way that if you find any founder that you can it matches with their expertise, so you can reach out to them warmly and prospect them such a way that you can actually make relationships and just sending them uh, virtual chatting or meeting request, just um, like a friendly connection meeting, right? So that is the way that I last year I have met with like 40 plus people on X. I mostly wanted to like talk with friends, just to make friends outside my country, and I want to like improve my uh, ability to like holding space and how people are actually like solving. I have like taken some of the free consultation uh, consultations of some people, some courses, and some doctors I know. So I got an idea because in my deep down I started this because intentionally that I have a voice. I was not able to like getting trying it enough because of the limitation mindset barrier, and I had to train. I had to like gone through some of the mindset uh, training or the practices that people actually follow, right? And it was like in consistent 1 year I was putting my attention on uh, learning learning the mindset, right mindset for the business owners, and how you are going to manage the rejections and some others obstacles, the circumstances that you are going to face, or you are going to uh, you have to handle it, right? So so and yes, I have, first of all, that I have designed my as I am mm, sharing, I am approaching to build intuitive relationship and connections. So I know that what my values are, because I know that the empathy is my core value. So I would approach with my value to the people that I might find, mm, prospect or friends or someone that I want to build connection with him or her. So I would approach to her like following my tone and the characters that I do believe myself. So totally genuine way. It's not like that I am running my business. It's not like that I have any kind of social recognitions or reputation. Nothing. I just want to mention just the purpose of, let's say, that find something interesting to him, and I would love to talk, and I would love to meet with that sense. And yeah, so the another questions that you might ask or you might have, so which is, let's say, that why you should like focusing on intuitive based relationship and connections, because it's matter now. AI is like taking uh, everyone's uh, people are using AI, right? And even emotions, including emotions, when it characterized in such a way that if you can like you don't have that ability to like express or articulate the things such way or write the things such way, but if you give some one or some two three keywords, it will uh, process like using its uh, large language model system, and it will like give the better copy or better script, right? So it can perform well. So that is so important to like for every personal brand, even content creators having their voice, like intuitive voice. It's not about, let's say, something is scripted, something uh, following some AI techniques, because we are human. We exchange our emotions to other, our partner, our relatives, our audience, right? If AI would like, it doesn't matter that how knowledgeable or how much data he has and how smart he is. We would not like to spend our time with machine, right? So we would like to spend our time with the people, genuine, authentic people, right? And you know that someone a real personality, his vision and clarity and the mission, right? So that sense that we find purpose and the meaning, and it impacts us because as a human being, because we inspire to look at other people what they are doing, and we try to do because we inspire. Let's say that when I started following my purpose, following my calling, I have been starting to like reading lots of famous writer authors book, specifically in mindset area, communication area. First, the book that has changed my world view, which was like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And every day I try to listen kind of podcast and words from his book, and I love this. And then the Del Carnegie, and now I am just every day trying to learn about from the entrepreneur from uh, famous entrepreneur from different field. Let's say the Seth Godin, right? So I don't know that, but I feel like that kind of mental model or kind of interest that I have, kind of frequency that I am holding, that similar vibe, pretty much similar vibe. And yes, beginning it was like so much doubt and fear I had, but right now, at this moment, over and overall practicing, I can see some form increase of my confidence, increase my uh, I don't know how do I say this, but I found that overall clarity of thinking and the people understanding the psychology, the communication. Yes, of course, that I see that there are so many small detail part. I'm pretty much like different pattern that I like to talk. So what I was like learning, I was like exploring. I find that why not I just keep sharing those things and inspiring like other people from my demographics, from my where I am based in, that most young peoples, most they are not following their purpose, like they are spending and wasting their time, and you know that it's totally like unproductive, right? And we don't have like the sense of like discipline and something like that, following our uh, managing, let's say, the emotions or something like that, right? So many aspects that need to cover, but I will be like keep sharing some other subjects, some other topics on this in this channel. So as like that was like totally raw for discussions, raw discussions from my uh, perspective, my experience, my story, and I wanted to give you that the value to understand that connection driven connections and relationships. Now businesses are shifting, right? So more you like try to be authentic, more you show your uh, res- authority, you as a responsible, you are committed, or you are purpose driven or value driven. People are like to oh, get people are like more likely to like work with you, and you it probably to you will get much more rich, not just for locally, but you also get global exposures, and that's the way to like building business in this age of like internet revolution, communication revolution, right? Otherwise I cannot see. I was like I keep hearing that some friends he shared their experience in local business, because we are in a small market when the population is rapidly growing. So you are doing business in this, let's say, the only one market. So you, and there is competition so many, so you are less less possibility to like uh, increase your profitability, income, right? So from that sense, that yes, I know that this path of like building brand on publicly, specifically on international or global setting, it's a little bit of uncertain, but it's so right. Let's say the beginning, we almost, let's say that on this channel, in this channel we have published hundreds of videos. I haven't like got any significant growth, right? But what I have found that these are the my content I have produced for the one time, but it will be uh, work for my rest of my life, and using like some form of tools and something that I would like to. And there are some techniques for the uh, like ranking or following, but it is like an asset for me, right? So this will like I will use later, but I just keeping this challenge of playing this for long term, right? Not just for simple term, for short term. And it is like challenging, but that's where the success gets even more meanings and excites, and the celebration makes much more enjoyable, right? So yeah, so that's why you just need to like focus on not just like to share your work, because you just have to know that how you are like prospecting. You have to good at like prospecting and communication, and how you give like consultation, and the networking, that which channel you can use. So I can add here that which uh, currently which social media can give you the most benefits. I found that the LinkedIn is a kind of like professional network, since I target for the medical professionals and the healthcare space. So I found that there are so many medical professionals out there, but to be honest, that I feel a little bit of they are maintaining their privacy. I don't know that how to like have the right way to approach doctors. I feel like that I little bit of like share my contents. I have little push through, push up, push little bit of uh, like sharing more video contents, and possibly that if I can invite some people there, some relevant guests and doctors, if I can speak with them and just share some of the, it would like build like credibility, I believe. So this is like a process, right? So building relationships, building credibility on any social platform, it requires consistency, and I believe that I am following the right directions, and this is the way that I can see that every business owners and even millionaire business owner, small business owner or billionaire business owner, they are following the same method. So whether you are like beginner in your key online business journey or creative journey, you have to have that sense of understanding of like mastering your communication skill, holding space, like creating, finding your own voice, right? And that is so important as a creative leader as well. So building relationships and connections, right? So that was like today's whole uh, idea or whole conversation about, and I hope that you find some useful, and yes, of course it is a long video. I could say it's almost uh, 45 minutes has gone we are talking about. So if you, here is like my final invitation to you. So if you are a business owner or you are a creators, you are facing little challenges on finding your voice, or you are running your businesses that your brand is not aligned with your vision, your brand is not working with visually and verbally, the messages are not aligned with your purpose or the big vision, you are like kind of like uh, try to design or try to like shape it more aligned version. I would love to like chat with you, talk with you, and we will see that I am offering like um, 30-minute free consultation, and which is available for limited time, and you can grab this and we will talk, uh, and let's see that if we fit uh, like shaping your brand on a new look. So that's the today's all about the personal brand, and building your how to build relationship and connection with the on different platforms and sharing your values. Just keep in mind, and this is the way to like stand out, I feel. And yes, of course, nothing is guaranteed in this planet, right? And we are human, it is we live in uncertainty, but we have to have the highest form of skill set in order to stand out, that we need the best uh, arms, the mindset that we have, that we can just push through, that what we actually can give our best effort, right? So that's overall for today, and I will come back with another video with another topic. And if you have any topic that you would like to discuss about, whether it comes to like freelancing, business, mindset, uh, design related, I would like to talk with you and share with you.